Hello everyone, this is Floxcat here, and welcome to, I don't know, I'm gonna try to find a video to watch here, but today we're gonna react to Anime America. Now I tried to do this once with this, but I felt like that was just plain stupid, and even though I did react it, so today we're just gonna try to find something that I have not reacted before, and as you can see, this will be easy. So, let's see. I guess I haven't reacted to muchly this, so I guess I'll go ahead and react to it. I don't have much. I guess, what's it? I know it's late because it's supposed to be a Halloween one, but who knows? What am I watching?
As stated in my last video, Japan's take on Western monster stories has only been a recent addition to their culture, and from this mixture, we've seen a wide variety of interesting shows with vampires, witches, werewolves, and more.
Am I getting
The
this right?
zombie genre is no exception, but like with any other monster anime, we've had our fair share of unique titles that excite us.
Hold on.
Some stories that just make us say, oh, Japan. Okay, just to put it simply,
Okay, we're back. Hopefully that's clear enough. Sorry, I had to
Just
clean
pick a
my
generic anime story and add in
phone
whatever monster,
screen.
like zombies, to the story. Typical high school anime,
And
add some zombies. Typical high school anime with moe girls, add some zombies.
yeah,
A
some
typical
zombies.
bishojo anime with a girl in a random scenario while befriending two random hot guys, add some zombies. Why not?
Add some
Before we can
zombies.
eventually get our hands on a zombie harem up in here, just wait for it. Why don't we add some zombies too? Idol anime! Cause why not? But before I'm gonna dive into the world of Idol Walking Dead, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor for this video, Raid Shadow Legends.
Hold on, I'm just skipping
Here is
this because I'm not. Hold on.
Where was I?
Alright. What the hell?
Oh yeah! Zombie Idol Girls! What am I watching? This is Zombieland Saga, a 2018 popular anime that features cute zombie girls as singing idols. Don't question any of this. In the year 2008,
I barely
high school girl
I am
Sakura
questioning this.
Miyamoto heads out into the world about to submit her application into the idol industry when she literally bumps into one of the most iconic anime characters of all time, Truck-kun!
Truck-kun? Oh, hell! I may not be watching too much of this because I don't know about this and oh, that's not a Truck-kun. That's a accident. Some of them are called all nines. Jesus. Fuck Christ.
Okay, trust me when I say this death scene may be a bit cliche, but this is seriously tame compared to the other characters and how they died. Speaking of which, Sakura is somehow alive, but it's been 10 years since her death and she's now a zombie. But why, you may ask? Well, let's meet the man responsible for this insane idea, Kotaro Tatsumi, an eccentric necromancer, who really doesn't explain how he's a necromancer, but he's using his newfound ability to resurrect the dead to save his beloved prefecture, Saga. And how, you may ask? By resurrecting some of Saga's most legendary ladies to form a one-of-a-kind singing idol band. But what the hell, you may ask? And while Sakura and one of the other members, named Ai Mizuno, were only dead for 10 years, the other girls are from different time periods and backgrounds. Lily Hoshikawa is a child actress who died from stress and shock roughly 3 years after eyeing Sakura. Junko Kono is a well-known idol from the 1980s who died in a plane accident. Sakini Kaido is a notorious former leader of a biker gang who died in a chicken race gone wrong in 1997. The oldest member is from the age between Bakumatsu and the Meiji Restoration, named Yugiri. All we really know is that she used to be a courtesan, but we don't really know how she died just yet. And then there's Tai Yamada.
What?
Obvious best girl. No one knows how she died, who she is, and why she can't snap out of her zombie stance like the others have, but we love her anyways. With all these girls combined, they form the idol group Fran Shu Shu, and they must work together to revitalize the Saga Prefecture without the people discovering that they're zombies. Oh wait, I forgot to mention, how did Ai Mizuno die again?
Zeus. ShaZAM.
Holy crap, that's... Wow, she got smited! Like, step aside, Truckgun, that is one hell of a way to go. She's just, like, fried up there on the stage and still posing. What a legend. Note to self, top 10 awesome deaths in anime. So with this basically being Love Live Zombie Edition, complete with CG dancing and everything, I went into this wondering how they were going to approach the zombie aspect of the show. I mean, they could have just been extremely lazy and just made a cutesy zombie idol show because merchandise, but do they tackle other ideas besides watching the girls practicing and using makeup to hide their secrets? Honestly, there are a few ideas that are interesting enough to watch. The main fact that they're legends of Saga gives some of the girls a bit more of a challenge. Like, not only are they recognizable performers, but they could have had family members and friends that are still alive, so it makes things harder for them to hide and not interact with the ones they love. But there was another interesting element brought on by one of the older members. Sakura, Ai, and Lily lived in the age of social media and fan interactions. Although Saki died before social media became a thing and Yugiri knows nothing about technology, they just go along with the flow and do what's best for the group. However, Junko has some modest reservations in regards to how celebrities interact with their fans. She's not used to the changing times and how much closer fans can get to their idols nowadays, so she's not comfortable taking photos and interacting with them unlike Ai and the others. It definitely brings in an interesting perspective that I wanted to see from a bunch of girls from different time periods. Oh, and on a side note, her decision to carry on being a zombie idol brought up this amazing scene that just made me laugh. Stop the fan!
Ow. Why is people getting killed?
Honestly, this has to be my favorite Truckun moment. 10 out of 10, would watch again. Then we get to one idol that I really wasn't expecting to have an interesting enough backstory, but she was for a time the center of many online debates, Lily Hoshikawa. First of all, her episode made me cry, okay? She became a child star to make her dad smile, and he became her manager to help her rise to the top. But her
Well,
growing
dang.
body and constant stress gave her a sudden shock that ended up killing her. Although he doesn't believe it's her, this was a sweet episode for Lily to tell her father with a nice song that she still loves him. And seriously, who's cutting the onions? Oh god, this episode. But as I was researching this show, this episode sparked an interesting conversation centering around Lily. Apparently her name used to be Maso Go, kind of masculine right there. Part of her shock while she was alive was due to the fear of her looking like her dad. Her dad? Really? And growing facial hair. Huh. And she was ultimately happy to die and be a zombie at this age so she could look like a cute little girl forever. So not only are we watching a show addressing some of the pressures of being an idol, we have a character addressing the issues of maintaining your image while your body is always growing and changing. In Lily's case, it's even more terrifying since she's actually transgender. So she's panicking over her career coming to an end when her body will have a transition into puberty, which ultimately puts her in a shock. We've been working so close together and we never realized. Who cares? Why does it matter what kind of equipment she's got? We're all dead. We've still got that in common. This is an aspect I didn't expect to see, but I appreciated this.
Damn.
And with Lily created an interesting conversation.
AKA with the equipment, they're talking about the snake.
Get to Tai Yamada, the only girl to not snap out of her zombie stance. She can still perform and is patiently taught the steps with Sakura's help, but she'll have her moments where she'll lose control and start to bite people. With how she's still able to function, it made fans wonder if she's supposed to represent disability. I didn't really see that at first and thought that she just stayed in her zombie stance just for comedic purposes, but I think this is an interesting fan theory. I mean, it shows that with patience and understanding, she could still be accepted as an important member of the group, and even tried to step out of her range to help Sakura when she was struggling. Then proceeds to show her love by nom-nomming her head. Precious, thy name is Tai Yamada. Best girl indeed. While Lily's story is a bit more clear on her story, Tai's backstory is still a mystery. But with her characteristics and how the group treats her, really sparked another interesting conversation around this show. And there's one thing I want to be slightly nitpicky about in this show is the audience watching their performance when something goes wrong or abnormal. It's one thing to not notice how these girls were literally dislocating their spines and necks to dance like that, but how can these girls go through 2 extreme stage accidents, get up to continue their shows, and the audience doesn't even question how the hell they survived? Oh my god, all the girls got struck by lightning, but now they're glowing while shooting laser beams from their fingers somehow. What a neat show. 10 out of 10. Again, even their last concert was nearly
because they're so big, that's why. God.
Stage, but they get right back up while the audience is slowly applauding, like that one scene from Cool Runnings.
Dang. Really? Really? What the?
Answer their call.
You know the sad part? That will never work anymore.
Sakura,
That won't work anymore.
when you're up against a wall, that's when your true strength shines.
Oh, I remember this. This is the when the Jamaica. That's a movie. I remember.
Yeah, let's just not question how these girls are still alive. On with the show! If anything, they should be questioning how they could put performers up on stage in such dangerous conditions. I mean, seriously? They're performing in the rain. They could slip and hurt themselves. And that rooftop needs to be seriously checked if it's going to cave in from a bunch of snow. Seriously, this prefecture needs a lot more safety meetings. It also makes me wonder if after Ai's death, they just kept dancing while her roasted body kept that pose. Not even joking. If these people can watch these girls perform after watching them survive catastrophic accidents and not question it, then this scene right here could be a possibility. Just saying.
Wow. Dang.
Overall, I expected Zombieland Saga to be another cheap idol show just with zombie girls, but I was honestly surprised with how they approached the idea of zombie idols. I'll admit, though, that I get a mixed reaction seeing their manager push these girls to their limits while reminding them that they don't need a rest because they're already dead. Okay, it's stressful enough for real idols in Japan with the constant stress they endure, but now
AKA butterfly effect theory. AKA Monarch theory.
It's supposed to be played up for laughs, so I digress. As for the music, honestly, I would have preferred the songs to be more like episode 1 and 2 rather than typical idol songs that you could hear from any other idol show. Honestly, it would have been cool to hear something related to baby metal or something like that, but maybe that's just me. Season 2 was recently announced, which made the fandom pretty happy. I mean, we don't know how Yugiri died, we don't even know anything about Tai besides the fact that she's still the only one acting like a zombie, a well-behaved one at that, and it ends with an interesting enough cliffhanger that makes me want to know what will happen. A cliffhanger of all things, really? How could you end your series with
because they figure out.
Yeah, I'm one to talk. But my point
One to
is,
talk.
this season gave me enough so I'm looking forward to the next.
For those who don't get it, she's actually a character in the show of. Gosh, I'm blanking on it. Game Runner. Who made it? SM64. There we go. Or SG64. He recently stopped.
The same studio that brought you Mean Girls Gambling Edition, Samurai Daddy Issues, and My Precious Boys on Ice. I'm rather fond of how Mappa puts a lot of detail in their character facial expressions. There's just so much life and personality from these girls despite the fact that they're dead. There's only 12 episodes for the first season that you can all watch on Crunchyroll, so give it a watch and let me know what you think of this show. If you're in the mood to watch a zombie idol show that's a bit more than expected, then you should definitely check out for this Halloween season, Zombieland Saga.
I sure hope I don't get hit by a car.
Well, you did. Okay. I guess I'll give it a try. I mean, shoot, I haven't been watching Crunchyroll in a while. This has been wild, but that was an interesting saying. But either way, I guess it was okay. I mean, that's interesting that they do tackle heavy issues like that. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, that was a zombies idol girl anime. What am I watching? 15 from Anime America. So yeah, I'm just questioning what I'm watching, but who gives a fuck? Um, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I don't know, you can do whatever. And I pretty much, this is Floxcat. I'm snapping out of here. Bye.